Having snow in northern Ontario is nothing new to us. What is new to us is not having snow by the end of October. A few days ago it was November, and there wasn't any snow on the ground. We had had a little bit, but it had quickly disappeared and melted in a late autumn burst of warmth. And so when the weatherman said that we could expect 40 centimeters of snow to fall, we should have known what we were in for. And yet somehow it still took us by surprise. A beautiful surprise, but by surprise. How is it that we can already know or perhaps have a preconceived idea of something that is going to happen and still be so surprised? Luke, in chapter 2 of his Gospel, starting at verse 25, records, "Now there was a man in Jerusalem called Simeon, who was righteous and devout. He was waiting for the consolation of Israel, and the Holy Spirit was upon him. It had been revealed to him by the Holy Spirit that he would not die before he had seen the Lord's Christ. Moved by the Spirit, he went into the temple courts. When the parents, Mary and Joseph, brought in the child Jesus to do for him what the custom of the law required, Simeon took him in his arms and praised God, saying, 'Sovereign Lord, as you have promised, you now dismiss your servant in peace. For my eyes have seen your salvation, which you have prepared in the sight of all people, a light for revelation to the Gentiles and for glory to your people Israel.' The child's father and mother marveled at what was said about him." I wonder what Simeon expected to see. Did he expect to see a baby? I wonder what Mary and Joseph were expecting. Did they understand all that this child would become? And yet it was told to both Simeon and Mary and Joseph and all the Jews who had ever heard the scriptures. "For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time on and forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this." They knew it was going to happen. It was foretold by the prophet Isaiah. And yet somehow it took them all by surprise. What did they expect from God? What do we expect from God? This Christmas season, don't let it just be the same story. Let God take you by surprise. Blessings.